Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Educate to Elevate. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, click on the subscribe button to subscribe, and also do not forget to click on the bell icon to keep getting notifications of all the videos that I share. So, in my previous video, I talked about emotional fitness. What is emotional fitness? Why do we require emotional fitness? And I gave you certain questions as well, which were you to check that where does your emotional fitness lie? Are you emotionally fit? Are you emotionally unfit? Or are you in the danger zone? So today I'm going to give you some tips by which you can work on your emotional fitness. But before I start to even tell you the tips, there is one thing that I want to share with you all. And what is that? That you must know that I want you people to become emotionally fit and not emotionally intelligent only. Because emotional intelligence is, people think that emotional fitness and intelligence is almost the same thing, but there is a difference. Because emotional intelligence is like gaining knowledge about the emotions, or getting aware of the emotions of other people, or getting into the capacity of empathy. But emotional fitness is actually doing the required inner work to be in the capacity so that you learn to handle those emotions, or you learn to be strong and do not get overwhelmed by the fears or the negativity, and you are able to stay focused, calm and positive, and even able to stand strong on your feet when literally the ground under you is about to crumble. Because if you just watch this video to gain knowledge, it is not going to help you. It is in the same way when we talk about physical fitness. Just watching videos on YouTube about all the workouts, knowing them, reading about the perfect diet that should be there, is not going to make you physically fit. Following it and training your muscle to become physically fit is going to help you. In the same way, if you really want to become emotionally fit, you got to work it out. So when you watch this video, I want to tell you that just don't watch this video for the information's sake. Watch it to practice it. Because this channel, do not take it just like a channel where you're just having a one-way communication. I want Educate to Elevate this channel to be a community where you get the safe space where you can come and discuss and share things over the comments, and I can give you how you can work about it, how you can sail through the issues that you have. So let us all be together in this community and help each other, in fact. So yes, do not forget to do whatever I share with you in these videos. So today I'm going to talk about only one thing, because that's the first step. Without that, nothing else can be done. It's like the foundation. So to become emotionally fit, the first thing that you need to follow is practice being mindful. Yes, and not only practice, you have to train to make your muscle of mindfulness strong. Now you may have a question, what exactly is this mindfulness or being mindful? Being mindful is being 100% present with your all senses in the moment where you are, in the present. As we say, your mind should not be full, but you should be mindful. That's the important thing. When you are somewhere, your mind should also be there. It should not be in the past, it should not be in the future, it should be in the present at that very moment. You might feel, what's the big deal in that? It's so easy, that's what we do. But trust me, that's the most difficult thing to do, because our mind, as I said, is full of a lot of crap and a lot of things are going on in our mind. So actually, we are not present or mindful in the situation we are. So today I'm going to tell you certain tips through which you can practice being mindful and actually make your muscles stronger. So the first thing is that you should do every day. It might take you, a little bit of hard work to wake up 10-15 minutes earlier than the time you wake up, but do it. That is, sit in the morning in solitude for some time. Give yourself that time where you just sit and just, focus on yourself. Be alone. Remove all the distractions which are there. Keep the phone aside, and even, just try to observe what's around you. If you can, if you have, maybe you can sit in a balcony or you can see the nature around you, even that's even better. You can go to a park and sit, or even if you are in your room, just sit for some time in the morning, maybe 10-15 minutes, and just be, and just, be present in that moment. See your feelings, what are there. Question yourself that how do you feel, and what do you need from today, what you want the focus of today to be. Just be in that moment. And in fact, you can be mindful about all the sounds and the voices which are around you. It might be silent, but in that silence also you can hear things that can make you very much mindful of what is present or what is around you. Now, the second thing which you should follow is eat mindfully. Yes, eat mindfully, because in this world, when we are running every day, we hardly focus on the food. Ask yourself this question: when was the last time you actually sat and savored the food that you ate with all the senses of yours? Yes, I'm not only talking about appreciating the food for its taste, but actually appreciating the food with the eyes, appreciating the food with the smell, appreciating the sound of the crunch when you eat it, you hear it, and then finally appreciating it with the taste. Try this. Once you start doing that, it's not only going to help you become mindful, but trust me, it is also going to get you the maximum nutrition from that food that you are eating. Because maximum time what we all do is we either are watching TV or we are on our phones or doing something with it when we are eating food. And that's the worst thing for your body, and you are never able to get the maximum nutrition of the food that you are eating if you do something else alongside when you're eating. So try to eat mindfully. And coming along with that I want to tell you is that avoid multitasking. I know today is the age when people even in their CVs write it as one of their skills that I'm good at multitasking. But do one thing at a time, because come what may, you are not able to give 100% to a thing that you are doing if you are multitasking and you are doing n number of things or 100 things at the same time. Do one thing at a time, put your complete focus in that, be present in that moment, do it, take a pause, and then go to the next thing, and then go to the next thing. You'll be able to see that you are able to be more productive and you are able to do that particular thing very efficiently. And in terms of emotions, that's the most important thing. Start being mindful of your feelings. Why am I saying this, that it's so important to be mindful? Because our brain is trained in a way that our conscious mind, its attention keeps on going to our subconscious mind very frequently. Why? Because our conscious mind uses a lot of energy and our subconscious mind uses very less energy. So our body is so clever that it keeps shifting the attention to our subconscious mind so that it has to use less energy. And that is why practicing mindfulness is very, very important, because your brain will keep sending you to the subconscious mind. It will keep distracting you. And now coming to the point where I am going to tell you the most important way of being mindful to be emotionally fit, that is at least 3-4 times a day. Check yourself, or just keep a check give yourself a minute 3-4 times a day, that means 5 minutes if you say for the entire day, where you check about yourself that what is it that you are feeling right now. Or I would say, if we go step by step, what is that you are focusing right now. Let's say throughout the day you're busy in doing things, you're busy, you just checked yourself, took a pause, and you focused, what am I focusing on right now? Whatever you're focusing on that time, just go back and see this focus, or focusing on this particular thing, this particular person, this particular incident, what kind of emotions is it bringing in me? Is it bringing a negative emotion in me, or is it bringing a positive emotion in me? So every time in a day, at least 4-5 times, check yourself and see that where is your focus at that particular moment, and then see what kind of emotions is it bringing to you. First, become mindful. I'll tell you in the next video then how, once you have understood your emotions, and if it is a negative emotion, how you're going to work on it. But first is becoming aware of it. And then another last tool that I'm going to give you, which you can use to be, to make your muscle really, really strong of mindfulness, that is press the pause button. Yes, as I told you that our brain keeps sending us to the subconscious mind, and we keep going into the past or into the future, keep daydreaming. That's how we are not able to be mindful. So from today onwards, make it a promise that whenever you go to your subconscious mind, or your attention goes haywire, you are not mindful, press the pause button. Do not feel hesitant in doing that. If you're talking to somebody, your mind went somewhere else, you felt, okay, I've understood the gist. No, don't do that. Press the pause button, stop that person there, ask the person to repeat it. If you're reading something, you read 2-3 lines and you skipped something in between and you felt, I've understood the gist of it. No, press the pause button. Reread the line so that you understand it properly. If you're watching a movie, you skipped a dialogue, if there is the possibility you can pause it, press the pause button, rewind and watch it again. And this way you'll see that if you sit in the morning in solitude and start being mindful, doing this at the first thing, because if you see muddy water, it is said that the best way to clear the muddy water is to keep it still alone, and that's how you're able to clear it. In the same way, sitting in the morning, eating mindfully, pressing the pause button, and getting mindful of your own emotions and avoiding multitasking. If you start following these tips, trust me, you are going to make your muscle of mindfulness very strong. And awareness is the most important thing. If you become aware of the things which are happening with you at that particular moment, it itself can solve a lot of emotional issues which are happening, and we are able to get that clarity of mind. In the next video, I will tell you the second tip, or the second step, how you can work on your emotional fitness. If you like this video, press the like button and share with me in comments that how you are going to work upon it. What is the first step that you are going to start following in becoming mindful, so that we all become emotionally fit. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.